If you're interested in advertising your brand, business, product, or talent on Hip Hop News Uncensored right before every video that we do, email advertise at hiphopun.com. That's advertise at hiphopun.com. We got a 3-day sale going on right now. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Slots are filling fast. I look forward to hearing from you real soon. Let's get it.
Shaking anybody that I put on the radio, that was like a handshake and a kiss to every, and for that borough, that was for that whole, but like it just, that's what I was doing, planting seeds. And my ratings started chipping away at his. And when that happened, he started going crazy, calling me a bitch on the air.
Wow. How did that make you feel? Because I'm sure prior to that,
it was so,
right?
Imagine someone that in your mind that's so powerful in the industry. Think about it. How many people shout out Funkmaster Flex? How many people talk about dropping bombs? How many people talk about that radio station, that entity?
Mm-hmm.
That was so, I was crushed.
Man,
I felt so defeated. I cried. I felt weak. I felt just defeated. I felt so defeated, but I didn't let anybody know that. I went home and I licked my wounds. I drank my chamomile tea and I came back in and I was like, Lord, give me the strength to just keep going. And I just kept going. My ratings just kept being solid. I was like, please guide me. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but my numbers were crazy.
Right. How you feel about Angie Martinez? And do you know Angie Martinez jumping over from Hot 97 to 105, Power 105? She was a traitor for that?
These days everything goes now. Anything goes. Yeah. I was surprised. I actually was. I really a little bit. I was a little surprised, but it was a good move. It kind of kickstarted, another 10 years, another, you know what I mean? So, even though Flex is still going strong, at his station. So I don't know. I mean, I couldn't be mad at it. And I feel like, in terms of power, that was a power move.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was almost like we took your queen,
Oh, yeah.
So the significance behind it was powerful.
Do you know her? And was there because you guys same last name, so do you know her?
Yeah, I do know her, and okay. and obviously there's that, because I even talked to my boss when I first got there. I was like, should I drop it? Should I, he's like, no, I love it. I want it. I like it. I want it. I like it. Like, you are crazy. So yeah, and I felt it because I also felt, and people let me know, like they have told people, hire Cherry, and we're not fucking with you. The nightlife, like they really just wanted, they were considered the evil empire. If anybody in radio knows, like Hot 97, the evil empire, they tried to shut us down in so many ways. It was like, oh, you go over there, you give them an interview, we're not playing your record. They played hardball. They did not they went out with a fight, but it didn't work.
I heard you talking in an interview about, your industry in hip hop being a male dominated industry. Then out of that, you created I think in 2012, the Girl Power Awards. Talk about creating those awards so you can highlight the different women that are successful.
I mean, that's all my mental, because it's like, I really had to fight my way into this industry, even though, I had a buzz without social media. I really did it on my own through my talent, and I pushed through. I'm the one who went through all the different states and went on radio tour with my son. And, we had that dream. We had that vision. He was right next to me. That's why he has a great ear now. Like, seriously, my son is like, whoa, he's an A&R. 1000%. He's management right now, but he really does well with music, and also being able to look at, all of the talent, and see what's coming up or what's missing. But, so all of that was basically a homage to myself. the Girl Power Awards.
Right.
You know, that was me patting myself off, but I couldn't give myself awards, so I had to give it to someone else. But that's where the inspiration comes from. Just me being a super mom, a super woman, you know, a super DJ.
How did you deal with your husband being behind bars for 14 years, both personally and professionally, if you don't mind me asking?
I still worked, right? Because we won the Grammys and we were doing the Fetty thing and, you know, like everything else. And then, you know, my digital radio station and music publication. But I went dark. I went black, depressed. You know, it was just a lot of triumphs, but also defeats, you know, and I just went dark, you know. So, you know, it was hard. It was hard. He tried to keep me so strong, you know, while he was behind those walls and was like, keep going, keep going. I kept going, but like I said, I went dark.
Yeah.
Now people say when a relative, especially like a husband or wife, does time, you do the time with them. What kept you loyal to him? Because a lot of people, you know, 14 years, a lot of people will leave and move on. What kept you loyal to your husband?
Because I love him. Because I love him. And when I met him, I had fun. I had that fun that I had in college.
Mm-hmm.
That fun that I didn't know that I could ever have again. He is fun. He's full of excitement. He's loyal. Mm-hmm. He's spontaneous. And I was just like, I don't know that I'll have this much fun with anybody else. Mm-hmm. He's a go-getter. He's strong. He's not intimidated by me, or at least he doesn't show it. He feels like he could hang, you know? And he's proven that coming home. He's got to the bag. He knows how to get to the bag. He knows how to tell motherfuckers what he wants, and he gets it. And they listen. I'm like, oh, that's a bad motherfucker. Where else am I going? Where am I going?
It's beautiful. So 14. So after 14 years, you said we go through this roller coaster ride of COVID and people locked up in a crib and dying and all this crazy stuff. And then your husband comes home. Talk about that moment.
That was so crazy. Because even my son on Thanksgiving, he was like, yo, how crazy is this? V was in prison and he's here live in the flesh. Mm-hmm. We're just like crazy. This dude used to call all day long. Like, I didn't think that this bid would ever be over. It was like, oh my goodness. So, you know, I'm transitioning. He always tells me, babe, you got to be easy on me. I'm transitioning. Right. And I'm like, I forget that he is transitioning because he's so strong.
Yeah.
And that he hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got investors, he's got situations. Now we have space that we're looking for being built with our partners. You know, he's been recording music. His music is fire. Wow. Let me tell you, I'm not co-signing no bullshit after all of these acts that I've been stamping and they're off the chain. They're lit, not just lit. So whatever you doing, it better be. Let me tell you, I'm like, this is fire. Music is fire. I'm pleased and tired because he has me out all the time. We're like running around here, there, and everywhere. It's never a dull moment. But yeah, you know, so I feel good. I'm happy he's home.
Good.
I am.
Awesome. So with that being said, what's next for you? Philanthropist, entrepreneur. You got a lot of things going on.
His album. Okay. I'm executive producing his album.
Nice.
You know, he probably got about 10 records. We want to do another 4. You know, I'm on some of the hooks.
Okay.
And I know you're probably like, really, Cherry? Really? And fire. telling you, on some Diddy shit, but 2022 style. And it's good. It's good. So that my website, magazine, going to print. That's what we're working on right now. It's going to print, FM Hip Hop. And that's it, one thing at a time. I'm trying not to take on too many situations. I want to get back to my podcasting, but I want a space. For me, when I tried to do it, carrying, lugging things around, bringing this, my lighting, I'm good.
Right.
I'm good. I need a space. I need a creative space. And that's what I've been trying to manifest. So, we have that in the works, and then I'll be able to have everything there, and I can step onto the scene, cute, sit down and do my thing, So, but again, one thing at a time. I'm not gonna, take on too many things so that I'm not finishing the projects properly, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. We definitely appreciate your time. The radio icon herself, Miss Cherry Martinez, on the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast. When your husband's album drops, we didn't even ask for the brother's name yet. We don't even know who he is. It don't even matter.
VS the King.
VS the King.
Okay.
There he is. When you guys get that album ready,
and make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. I am Cherry on Top. Follow me. Go to my website, fmhiphop.com, my personal website, cherryontop.com, and get at me. And I want to thank you guys so much. This was a dope interview. I love your interviewing skills. And anytime y'all want to have me back on the show, let me know. Always a phone call away.
Appreciate you. When you're when VS the King, when the album drops, hit us up. Let's talk about it. Share some more stories and get it out there. We definitely will appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.